Shalom, everybody. This is Chris with firstcenturychristianity.net. I'm putting out a video to communicate the plans and details for the upcoming fall festivals, with details including what to wear. Some of you may have never attended a high day. Maybe you've never attended the festivals before, or maybe you're attending with us for the first time and you don't know what to expect. So these are the nitty gritties. As we're starting to get into some details here, and times, places, where to be, what to do, and how to dress. So the first day coming up is Yom Teruah, which is the Day of Trumpets. This begins at sunset on September 22nd, which is a Monday, and runs through sunset September 23rd, which is a Tuesday. You're going to want to take September 23rd off work as a Sabbath day. This is an annual Sabbath day, the first day of the seventh month. We will meet at 6 p.m. at our hall on Monday, the 22nd. Yes, before the holiday starts, because the Day of Trumpets is the day or the hour that no man knows, and it begins at sundown. We get together before sundown. We're going to share a meal, and then at sundown, we'll go live round about 7:15 Central Time and have a service in anticipation of the return of the Messiah. That is what the first day of the seventh month represents. It's called the Day of Trumpets, the Day of Shouting. More details on that day. The next day in the season this year, by the way, this is being recorded on September 8th, 2025. The next day is Yom Kippur, in English, the Day of Atonement, which starts at sundown, Wednesday, October 1st, runs through sundown, October 2nd. You want to start fasting Wednesday, October 1st at sunset, and stop fasting Thursday, October 2nd at sunset. Yom Kippur, Day of Atonement, is the fast. Paul even refers to this as the fast. Whoever wrote the book of Acts refers to it as the fast in the book of Acts in the New Testament. It is not just fasting. There's a lot of information about this holy day. I'll be teaching on it at Sukkot in detail. The teaching for locally will only be at our hall. It will not be live streamed, and it'll be kind of short because we get together at the end of the fast. This gets a little bit confusing, but we start our fast on Wednesday, October 1st. We will get together at our hall Thursday, October 2nd, 6:30 p.m., have a brief service, no live streaming or anything like that. Then when the sun goes down, whoever shows up will go and break the fast together. Okay? So that is Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. Sukkot starts October the 6th and ends at sundown October the 14th. October the 7th and October the 14th are Sabbaths. Those 2 days you need to take off of work in addition to the weekly Sabbath. We'll be meeting at our hall this year for Sukkot, and I will publish the schedule of events and even the menu when I post this message. So they'll be running at the same time, and you could start to get the nitty-gritty and the details. Okay. So first thing about the details here is that we're commanded not to show up to the festivals empty-handed. I want to give a huge thank you to the people who have donated throughout these last year, particularly, and in the years before, so that we can even have a hall and even think about hosting Sukkot. We're an all-volunteer ministry. We work completely off donations, and we wouldn't have a building if it wasn't for the generosity of a handful of people out there. Thank you so much. We need more. We need donations. We're spending a lot of money. We're renting the hall. We're buying a lot of food. We're spending money for special events during Sukkot, advertising. We have overhead in order to bless the community with a place to keep Sukkot in a New Testament context in peace and truth and security. So please do not show up empty-handed. If you are enjoying our blessings remotely through the recordings or live streaming, please donate to us. You can uh, get the address if you want to contact me for an address to write a check, or the donation page at our website will get you the link to the PayPal. But please do donate. We are a 501c3 nonprofit and all volunteer, but we do have overhead, and we wouldn't be able to be hosting Sukkot or even have a hall if it wasn't for the generosity of some great brethren out there. Thank you so much for that. And please donate so that we can do it again and get through these fall holy days. What to wear? Okay, this is a tough one because if you've never kept the holy days before, you may not know. The Yom Teruah and Yom Kippur, trumpets and atonement, this is when we usually get dressed up. Usually suits and ties for the guys, dresses for the ladies. You are going to the wedding supper of the Lamb. It is not uncommon for people to wear linen and to wear bright white because we are acting out the wedding supper of the Lamb. We're showing up at the return of the Messiah. So these days, trumpets and Yom Kippur are usually times for people to get dressed up. If you don't have a suit, if you don't have nice clothes, don't feel bad. Just do the best you can. But don't be surprised if you show up on these days and your brothers and sisters are looking pretty sharp, because this is when we are anticipating the return of the Messiah, the ushering in of the millennium, and the teachings that go along with Yom Kippur. For Sukkot, this one's a real mixed bag because there's so many activities going on, regardless of what day it is. There are going to be people serving. There are going to be people working in the kitchens. We're going to have to move chairs around for dancing. So some of the people are going to be dressed business casual, even if they're up and speaking in front of you. This is regardless of what Sukkot you go to. On the high days, a lot of people are going to show up in their best. They're going to show up dressed up in linen. They're going to show up dressed up in suits and dresses. But some of the leadership even will still be in business casual because we're going to be out there on the dance floor with the Mayams and the Turkasiyas. So we want to be able to move. And some people will be dressed very nice, standing next to people who are dressed business casual, because the guy business casual, maybe his job at Sukkot is taking the trash out of the bathrooms every evening. These things have to continue to go on. And I personally believe that it is okay to do some work. It's necessary to do some work during the festival. We even know from the Torah that it's okay to prepare meal on high days, which we will be doing in abundance during the Sukkot in Kansas City. So if you feel like getting dressed up, you feel moved to do that, please do. And if you show up and the other people are not, don't feel overdressed, because that's how you've been moved. If you feel like business casual is the way for you, please do that. But please do not show up in shorts and t-shirts. Please show up respectable for all the services and all the days. And if you do have, in the middle of Sukkot, if you do have some athletic activities scheduled, which a lot of Sukkot sites do, go change in the bathroom before you go to that. Don't show up to services in a tank top. Be respectful of your brothers and sisters. Thank you so much for following. Our communications are going to start dying down. I've got quite a lot of work to do, planning and writing schedules and writing messages and putting music together and all the stuff that goes along with it. Please go to our YouTube channel and look at the dances, because we have 4 dances that we've prepared for Sukkot that we're going to use for a foundation for other dances to choreograph other songs live. We expect to have quite a lot of people who have not kept festivals before, and we're going to teach them about the festivals and the plan of salvation in a very basic fashion. For those of you who have experience keeping the festivals and do know the plan of salvation and know all of the standard doctrines that we all share, it's good time for you to show up in Kansas City and help us wean the new people along, because there's going to be a big divide as far as new people and seasoned people. Thank you so much for your support and clicks and sharing throughout this year. And really look forward to a time where we can all be together without the need of cameras and such, where we can be together in the New Jerusalem with Yeshua reigning supreme. And it's in his name I pray these things, and may Yahweh bless you and keep you. In his name, amen.